I rise today with my friend and colleague from Arkansas to honor Helena-West Helena police officer Travis Wallace, who made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty on Thursday, November 12th. Officer Wallace was trying to apprehend a suspect wanted in connection with a violent crime the previous week. Using his patrol car to block the exit of the parking lot where he spotted the suspect in a vehicle, he was fired on. Officer Wallace returned fire but was struck during the gunfight. Officer Wallace was targeted because he was a law enforcement officer in pursuit of justice. This is a somber reminder of the dangers police officers and other members of the law enforcement community face every day. They do so willingly, not knowing the challenges they will experience when they leave the comforts of their homes and their loved ones. Officer Wallace served with professionalism and dedication during his 10 years in law enforcement. For half his career, he worked for the Helena-West Helena Police Department, where he demonstrated his passion and commitment for helping those in need. The Helena-West Helena Police Chief described Officer Wallace as an ambitious leader who was eager to help the community. Another fellow officer applauded his influence on his career and thanked him for the skills he taught his brothers in blue that have helped better protect that community. The outpouring of support from the Helena-West Helena residents, citizens across Arkansas, and the members of the law enforcement community has given the police department strength as members mourn the loss of this brave officer. I join with all Arkansans in expressing our gratitude for Officer Wallace's service and his sacrifice. We celebrate his life, an example of courageous, selfless public service. May his family, including his son, Travis Jr., find peace in knowing their loved one lived and died a true American hero. And I yield to my colleague, Senator Cotton.
Thank you, Senator Boozman. One of the most solemn eulogies any man can deliver is for a fallen officer killed in the line of duty. And Senator Boozman and I have had delivered too many of these eulogies already, and we regret that we must do so again. But we want to celebrate the life and the service of Police Officer Travis Wallace of the Helena-West Helena Police Department, who died last month at age 41 while attempting to bring a murder suspect into custody. Officer Wallace and his partner recognized the dangerous suspect in a vehicle in a motel parking lot. They conducted a traffic stop, and the suspect got out of his vehicle and immediately opened fire. Officer Wallace bravely and skillfully returned fire, causing the suspect to flee, but it was too late. He had already suffered grave wounds. He passed away later in the hospital despite the valiant effort of doctors to save his life. Officer Wallace believed that policing was his life's calling. He had worked in law enforcement for almost a decade, including 5 years with the Helena-West Helena Police Department, before his life was so tragically cut short. In that brief time, Officer Wallace established himself as a leader, and not just in his department. He was also a loving father, son, and brother, known for his sense of humor and his ability to make people smile. And he was a man of faith, serving as a deacon at the St. Luke Missionary Baptist Church. Officer Wallace served his community with honor. Tragically, he's the 4th law enforcement officer from Arkansas killed this year and the 279th officer nationwide. Like every officer, he dedicated his life to protect and defend his community. That commitment takes courage. It requires officers to run towards danger, to approach dangerous men when every human instinct might scream to run away. Officer Wallace did his job and did his duty with honor. Now his watch is ended, but we will always remember the great sacrifice he made to keep his community and our state safe. May he rest in peace.